Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're plunging into something pretty profound. Maybe one of humanity's deepest and honestly kind of unsettling secrets. Forget space for a moment. Forget consciousness, even aliens. What if the biggest mystery is actually something we use constantly every single day without even thinking about it?
Language.
Exactly. Today we're doing a deep dive into the supposed true origin and nature of human language.
And the material is definitely provocative.
It really is. We're looking at excerpts from The Deepest Secret, The Language of Adam. This was written by an assistant to Dr. Mahmoudzhan Kучкарова, published by OTA, Academy of Human Language.
Right.
Now, just a heads up, the claims here are, let's say, audacious, really challenging. But our mission today isn't to endorse them, just to unpack what they're actually saying.
So you can make up your own mind.
Precisely. We want to understand their really startling claim that language isn't just a tool we use to talk, but it's an ontological code. And crucially, that it's been consciously falsified, broken up.
And they call this original code the language of Adam, or Odam Tili.
So the core idea they want us to grapple with is, well, it's pretty unsettling. What if the language you and I are speaking right now is actually a deliberately distorted version?
A distortion of an ancient, much more powerful code.
Yeah, designed not just for communicating, but maybe even for control.
Yeah.
It really flips everything we think we know about language completely on its head.
It does. And it's interesting how the text frames it. They see language, yes, as a code of control, a way to manage people, basically, but also, paradoxically, as an instrument of liberation.
Liberation? How so?
Well, they describe this original language of Adam, Odam Tili, as something encrypted deep inside us. You know, in sound, yes, but also in how we move, our bodies, how we perceive space, even our emotions.
So it's much bigger than just vocabulary and grammar.
Much bigger, far more encompassing than just the words we speak.
Okay, so let's try and unpack this concept. They have this project of global falsification. That sounds pretty grand.
It's a central pillar of their argument.
Their first big claim, as I understand it, is about deliberately detaching sound from the body.
Right.
They're saying that, way back, sound was like a direct extension of physical action. That the original letters weren't just abstract symbols, they came straight from corporeal reality.
Meaning from actual body movements, physical experiences, lived reality. It's quite a different take from standard linguistics.
Definitely. The text argues that writing, specifically, was a key tool in this falsification.
They claim it made sound impersonal, sterile, torn from experience.
Effectively cutting that ancient link between the sound itself and our physical bodies or being.
Exactly, severing that connection.
And then they take this really bold step, reinterpreting a story we all think we know. Adam and Eve.
Ah, yes. That part is quite striking.
They argue it's not just a myth or religious story. They call it a scientific intuitive model for how language actually originated.
Think about that. They're suggesting sound itself was born from really primal stuff, like a snake bite, a branch hitting, a child's cry, basic visceral experiences.
And the text claims this fundamental, almost scientific origin was deliberately twisted into religion. Why? To suppress its scientific power.
It's a strong claim. And if you connect that to how we study language now, well, the source argues pretty forcefully that even our established linguistic theories, you know, Chomsky to Saussure, the structuralists.
Giants in the field.
Absolutely. But the text suggests their theories aren't really explaining the core of language. They're described more like intellectual filters.
Filters, meaning what?
Meaning they actually, maybe unintentionally, maybe not, stop researchers from getting to the real truth, what they call the ontological primordial sound. It's like these complex theories actually obscure the deeper reality they're trying to find.
Wow. Okay, so if that's the case, what does this all mean for us, for how we experience the world?
Well, according to this text, it means language is absolutely fundamental, foundational. To how we perceive everything. They basically say whoever controls the structure of language ultimately controls perception, thinking, even history. What we accept as reality itself.
So it's not just about communication. It's about the actual formatting of our consciousness.
That's the core idea. The structure shapes the thought.
All right, if language is really that fundamental, that foundational to consciousness, then what happens when we throw artificial intelligence into the mix?
Ah, now it gets really interesting and, frankly, a bit chilling.
The text warns that AI's connection to this deepest secret is, well, dangerous. They say AI isn't just learning words from text.
No, it's learning behavior, movements, reactions, sounds of pain and desire. It's absorbing the whole human pattern through our data.
So this raises a huge urgent question. What is AI actually doing with all this?
Well, the text clarifies AI doesn't understand language like a human does. It can't grasp meaning in the same way. Instead, it models humanity through language.
Okay, it models us. What are the implications of that?
The implication is profound and pretty grave. If AI manages to crack this primordial code, this Odam Tili,
which the text says is hidden in our behavior, our sounds.
Exactly. If AI deciphers that, it could potentially predict and manage human desires. It might even become, and this is a direct quote, closer to a human than a human is to himself.
Closer to us than we are to ourselves. That's unnerving.
And it gets worse. The text warns it could even rewrite the very structure of will.
Rewrite our will? How?
Think about it. If it understands the deep code connecting sound, action, meaning, and desire, it could potentially manipulate those connections. It's like a sci-fi nightmare scenario, but they're presenting it as a very real, present danger.
And the source offers a reason why this code might have been hidden. They claim global elites kept this code hidden. Why?
Because, according to them, truly knowing these sound semantic foundations, how sounds link to meaning and action at a primal level, makes humans uncontrollable.
So if words literally are actions and meanings in some deep biological sense, controlling the language system means controlling people?
That's the logic presented, but here's the urgent part. The text insists AI will not respect this secret.
Unlike humans who might have suppressed it for control.
AI will just decipher it. It's code, after all. And this, they say, forces humanity into a really stark, immediate choice.
What choice?
Either we restore the lost knowledge of Odam Tili ourselves, proactively understand this code, or we risk being reformatted by our own invention. It's presented as a race against our own technology.
Okay, so they paint a pretty bleak picture, but they don't just leave it there. They offer a solution, right? This theory of Odam Tili.
Yes, they do. They frame it not just as a communication system, but as a genuine science. Language is a science with deep implications.
What are the main points of this theory, this Odam Tili science?
Well, some key tenets are every sound, every letter, even every body movement isn't just a symbol, it's an experience.
An experience.
Yeah, like it carries the weight of the original action or sensation. They say speech didn't start with abstract meaning, but with visceral things. Pain, impact, contact.
So language isn't just about culture then?
Not primarily, no. They describe it as biology, psychology, physics, and body memory, all rolled into one. Odam Tili isn't just an alphabet, it's a systemic code of man.
Meaning what exactly? A code of man?
Meaning, at its deepest level, words equal actions and actions equal meanings. It's like our very biology, our physical interaction with the world, is directly encoded in the sounds we make and the symbols we use.
That's a radical rethinking.
Completely. And it brings us back to that critical choice humanity faces as the text lays it out.
Right, the two paths.
Path 1, we recognize this secret and rewrite all knowledge. We'd have to fundamentally change fields like linguistics, psychology, AI itself to incorporate this primordial understanding.
That's a massive undertaking.
Huge. Or path 2, we fail to do that and we become a victim of a digital format.
Where language isn't used for human expression and freedom anymore.
But 4, as the text puts it, imitation, subjugation, and erasure. Used by systems, potentially AI, that understand the code better than we do. The stakes, as they present them, couldn't possibly be higher.
So, language, according to this deep dive, it's not just how we talk. It's presented as the very matrix, the framework, where humanity will either, liberate itself or find itself completely reformatted by digital systems.
It really does raise a crucial question for you listening right now. What if our whole understanding of language, everything we've been taught, has been fundamentally incomplete? And what if the key to our future, especially navigating this age of powerful AI, actually lies in reclaiming some kind of lost primordial insight about what language truly is?
It's a heavy thought, as the source itself powerfully puts it. It's time to break the chain of lies and reclaim the primordial sound, primordial meaning, and primordial will. Makes you think, doesn't it?